Welcome everybody, this is the World Business Forum Milan edition and Nathan Furr, recognized authority on digital transformation and disruptive innovation, is joining us for an interview. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So you are talking tomorrow at the business conference. What's going to be the main topic and the main message you'd like to spread among the business community here in Milan, and not only, of course?
Well, it's ironic because it's a period of great uncertainty for many people, and my work is actually about uncertainty. It's not work that comes out of the pandemic or the current situation. It's actually a decades-long project to ask the question, how do we develop the ability as leaders to face uncertainty with courage and resilience?
And so do you think the leaders of today are ready to face the uncertainty that we're witnessing from many point of views?
I think that the challenge of uncertainty is that very few of us have been taught how to face it well. I mean, I don't know about you, but we didn't learn this in school. Our parents probably didn't teach us it, and yet we face it everywhere. And we have to lead people through that. So how do we do that well? That's the question. The great news is there are tools available for leaders to help them see the possibility. And the thesis of the book is very simple. Uncertainty and possibility are really two sides of the same coin. So you may talk about innovation, you may talk about transformation, you want that, but you forget that all of that requires stepping into the unknown. So how do I have the courage to do that as a leader, as an organization? And by the way, it's not just uncertainty we choose. Sometimes uncertainty happens to us, as we all learned with the pandemic, right? So when that uncertainty happens, how do I avoid getting stuck, being anxious and freaking out? And how do I instead see what's still possible in this situation?
So you just mentioned your book, The Upside of Uncertainty. What's the main message, and what would you like to tell to your readers?
The main message of The Upside of Uncertainty is that we can develop an ability to face uncertainty with courage and resilience. And when we do that, we're so much better at finding the possibility in any given situation. And if I had one kind of takeaway, what could you use today? That is that whatever happens to you or whatever you're facing, you can frame that, you can describe it in terms of the uncertainty that is involved or the possibility that's involved. There's always two parts. And so if you can frame that thing in terms of the possibility, you've already taken the first step in terms of facing that with courage and being able to find the opportunity there.
And does this mean that we just have to navigate for a certain period of time and try many things in order to manage?
Yeah, actually, to be fair, there's 4 categories of things to do in the face of uncertainty. Number 1, reframe it, not in terms of the uncertainty, but in terms of the possibility. Number 2, you can prepare by, for example, doing things that create a little more certainty in another area of your life or organization, so you feel a little calmer, you have a place to rest in the face of the uncertainty. Number 3, there's ways to take action, and this includes breaking it down into small steps or small experiments. And then lastly, number 4, sustain yourself in your organization, because we are all wired to feel anxiety in the face of the unknown. But there's all these tricks and tools and tips that we can use to be calmer. And to be like, okay, I had a setback, but it's okay. We had a setback as an organization. Here's how we make, as we like to say, lemonade out of the lemons.
Right, and final take, do you think that the leaders, managers are receiving the message?
You know, I hate to say it, I don't think leaders and managers today are aware of this need to develop uncertainty ability. We talk about resilience, but I think resilience is kind of being able to take a punch and stay standing. Whereas what I'm talking about is take what happens to you as an individual or an organization and be able to flip it and make it a strength, make it an opportunity. Like, that's uncertainty ability. And I've seen it, when I see it in leaders who do this well, they end up cascading this positive emotion, this ability to get things done, even in a crisis, that I don't see in organizations where leaders haven't developed this.
Great. Thank you very much, Nathan, for everybody. Thank you for joining us, and have a great time in Milan.
Yeah, thank you.